Hello, my name is EshikaParuchuri, and I'm studying 11th grade at the Woodbridge Academy Magnet School in New Jersey. I would like to begin by thanking you for joining me in this initiative. My main objective is to educate and empower adolescents around the world by working with experienced doctors across different specializations around the world to help them construct a healthier lifestyle. In addition to promoting health education, I hope to inspire interested teens to pursue careers in healthcare, not just as future leaders, but as individuals who are prepared to respond to urgent public health challenges, from everyday medical needs to global health crises like the COVID-19 pandemic. Welcome to the Healthy Teens podcast. I hope you are keeping well. This month, I'm joined by Dr. Santosh Swaminathan, who specializes in bariatric surgery. He has extensive experience in this field, currently working as a board-certified bariatric surgeon. For this episode, we'll be focusing on bariatric surgery, public health issues that concern teens, as well as steps that can be taken to achieve a healthy lifestyle. And now, Dr. Swaminathan, can you give us a little background regarding your experience in this field?
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Eshika, for this opportunity to interact with your audience. And it's a great pleasure, especially chatting about this important topic, especially about obesity, as well as its effects, as well as how big a public health problem it is. Again, my name is Santosh. I'm a current bariatric surgeon here in South Carolina, United States, and this is my passion, and looking forward to having a healthy discussion on all aspects, maybe dispelling some myths about bariatric surgery.
Of course. So now let's dive right into our questions. First, we'll begin by discussing what bariatric surgery is. So firstly, what is bariatric surgery and why is it performed?
Yeah, bariatric, the word bariatric surgery actually comes from, a combination of Greek words, but overall it's about, it's essentially an additional tool that helps patients with obesity achieve sustainable and successful weight loss. And these are patients who've tried multiple other measures and have either failed or had insufficient results, who seek these particular procedures. But yeah, it is a type essentially, commonly called weight loss surgery. Although the new term that we use amongst professionals and medical professionals is actually called metabolic and bariatric surgery, not just bariatric surgery alone.
What inspired you to specialize in bariatric surgery?
It's again very close to heart kind of a question that you asked, and obviously this is a question that a lot of people ask you, right, including your own family. Like, why are you doing this? What's the thought process? There's only like 10 different other things you could have done. But I will say one thing. So I did my medical school in India and was lucky to do my surgical training here in the United States to get the state-of-the-art training. But one thing I had no exposure to before I came here was weight loss surgery or bariatrics or metabolic surgery. There was no concept of that. Of course, now that paradigm has changed even back home. One of the things I often quote is that my experiences in my first year in residency, as they call it, during training, that I was lucky to be able to participate in some of these operations and post-op care of these patients. And I would notice significant improvement in their life when I used to see them in their post-op care 6, 9, 10, 12 months later. And I think that was something I haven't seen, the profound impact even before. Now, I was used to taking care of patients when they were sick. As in, they have cancer, you take their tumor out. Okay. So, but at that point, the ship has already sailed, right? Like, you haven't prevented anything. All you're doing is curing them. But this is part of the preventative process. Like, when you give them the weight loss procedure, it's giving them an opportunity to not get to that point where they need a cancer surgery, or their tumors are lost because of diabetes, or their kidneys are not functioning due to hypertension. So I felt like, as a doctor, the first thing for me is to prevent disease, or at least help prevent disease. And I think that's where this field is unique, that you're actually part of preventing processes that are going to take them to make them sicker down the line. So that was one reason. And like I told you, just the profound impacts of how some of the people or patients that I worked with or knew were not even mobile, for example, or didn't have a regular, like what I thought was a regular day-to-day activity for them was an ordeal, or would have been it's like they have to arrange transportation, for example, to go get grocery, or they would need someone to pick them up because they themselves are immobile or difficult to move by themselves because of their weight.
Bariatric surgery is the easy way out.
So, do you want?
I think we touched upon this briefly in our previous conversations that if anything, it is the harder way to do, or hardest way to get out of obesity, but most effective, because it comes with a lot of requirements, nutritional, like I said, psychological, as well as follow up, and everything is it's more stricter than anything else, because there is actually some program or some person looking over you doing all this, whereas you're doing a diet and exercise, probably a gym trainer and who you can shoo away. But these are like 3 or 4, like dietitian, your doctor, your the nurse, and everybody's kind of checking on you. So I don't think it's the easy way out. There are a lot of sacrifices that patients have to make, including giving up on their most favorite food sometimes because it doesn't necessarily fit that menu anymore. So no, I think that's the biggest myth. Yeah, absolutely. I think there is nothing easy about bariatric surgery for the patient.